Started his music career on YouTube and TikTok, received the Academy of Country Music Award for New Male Artist of the Year. Billboard's Top New Artist of 2023. Spent 8 years in the U.S. Navy. Welcome to Bespoke Folks and Tales, where we combine the entertainment of storytelling with the fun of trivia. We tell trivia stories inside out. Do you know who I'm talking about? Let's go. If it was my decision, I would never get out of the world's greatest Navy. But here I am, and they kindly, honorably discharged me to go play some music. The petty officer had taken great pride in his job. He might be considered middle management, but he loved it. He was the link between junior enlisted sailors and higher-ranking officers. Training and development often fell to him, which often put him in a place of mentorship. He found it easy to build camaraderie with those around him. He was tough, but he could recognize another's struggle or heartbreak, because he'd been there before. The Navy also gave him a path. If he'd stayed in Oklahoma, he'd probably still be some ranch hand or breaking his back in construction. There was plenty of work to be done if you wanted to work. But they didn't come with a pension, and they weren't always steady. So he'd put in for the Navy when he was 17. It helped to ease some of his wanderlust. It gave him structure and responsibility, but also opportunity. But he'd done a thing. He'd let his friends egg him into recording a song with his iPhone and uploading it to YouTube. And then he'd done another, then another. He'd been writing and playing since he was in middle school, just a way to get things out of his head, especially after his mom passed away. People started connecting with the rawness of his voice. The way he sang hit a deep nerve in those that listened to him. Many fans felt the songs he sang were about things they themselves were going through. Songs pulled out of their own souls, with the only thing accompanying him a familiar old guitar. Well, social media did its thing. It connected him with the people that were most likely to like him, and it turns out there were a lot of them. Each song did modestly well, and then he uploaded his 17th video. It had been a long, hot day, 95 degrees outside his barracks. He uploaded like usual, but this time the views kept climbing, and climbing, and climbing. A poignant song about heading south. Either physically or metaphorically, it doesn't really matter. Either way, they'll let you play your music real loud. It turns out his social media success hadn't been a fluke. He recorded his first album that year in an Airbnb. It was released when he performed at his first concert, also that year. His second album would come less than a year after his first. This one was recorded in a repurposed old barn behind his house. Not long after that, the Navy let him know he could be honorably discharged, just in time to go on his first tour. That winter, he released his first album through a major label. It debuted at number 5 on the U.S. Billboard 200 and would be certified triple platinum within 5 months. And just like that, every artist wanted to do a collaboration with Aviation Ordnance Man's second class, Zach Bryan. With a Grammy and a Billboard Music Award under one arm and a CMA under the other, he's a rising star in the world of country music. Through the raw honesty of his songs and the genuine connection he formed with his audience, Bryan's music resonates deeply with listeners, propelling him to unexpected heights of success. From recording songs on his iPhone to releasing albums and performing sold-out concerts, his rise in the music industry is meteoric. With accolades and collaborations now defining his career, Zach Bryan has become a beacon of inspiration for aspiring artists everywhere, proving that sometimes the most unexpected paths lead to the brightest futures. At what point did you know who I was talking about? Drop me a comment below if you knew it was Zach Bryan, and I'll see you next time on Bespoke Folks and Tales. If you liked that story, you'll love this one. Check it out!